Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome to my video today. Normally I would have some gameplay on the background when doing these sort of videos, but unfortunately I haven't had a chance to really record any. I suppose I could do some more Killing Floor. Probably will actually, because there's some different guns and stuff I'd like to showcase a bit more. But nevertheless, I want to talk today about the paid Skyrim mods that Steam were introducing. And I'm actually glad that they've reverted back, especially on this one. I think one of the big problems that they sort of ran into was, one, because of the share in the percentages that were being given to the creators and to Bethesda and to Steam. Steam and Bethesda were taking 75% of all the money that was created. Generated from the mod, leaving the creator only 25%. Now, the argument that if people are doing it full time and they can actually, make a living off doing it, off making mods, making great content, fair enough, but not when they're only receiving 25%. I mean, YouTubers are cut down, lose between 30 and 40% of whatever they make. So, that in itself, not great by the two. The other issue that I really disagreed with is the fact that you're putting a price tag now on something that people have already, like me, already have a lot of mods, and they've obviously all been free before, and now you're expecting them to pay for it. It's not like it's a new game and that is the way it's implemented and the way it's going to be done, with the option to sell mods. Now, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the whole mod thing, I do think that everything eventually is going to be monetized. I mean, mods are brilliant things, especially on PC. They help give games, a lot more longevity. Some people are still playing Half-Life because of the mods. I mean, probably one of my favourite games ever, which is quite a lot of saying, and I've not really broadcast it too much on the channel, but No More Room in Hell is probably one of my most favourite games, really, in terms of the zombie genre, and that all stems from a Half-Life 2 mod, which is quite incredible, really. And obviously now it's a fully standalone game. Same with Insurgency. So mods have such a big impact on what games we do play, and obviously, the company that makes the base game engine and all that is going to want a share. I can sort of understand that, but I don't agree with it. And I think that mods should be free, but perhaps in the future they won't be. Anyway, I'm getting out to my opinion on it now. As far as I'm concerned, in terms of stuff going up on the Steam workshop and whatever, mods, I think that once again, there should be a process to weed out the ones which, deserve or should be able to be monetized, but it should be more of a case of a donation. If you like that particular mod, you can choose to donate to the creator of it, and therefore cutting out Steam and Bethesda, and obviously they're going to want a cut of that. But I suppose you could, but they could have a much lower cut. Maybe like Bethesda get 10%, Steam get 10%, and 80% goes to the creator of these, donations for creating the mod. And some mods do deserve it, don't get me wrong. Some mods, I would quite happily donate to. I don't want to be forced to make a purchase on the mod, but in terms of having a donation and saying, yeah, you've done a really good job, you quite frankly deserve some money for the time and effort you've put into this mod, then fair enough. And some people make, almost full-blown expansions of Skyrim, much like the Shivering Isles in Oblivion, and maybe not quite that same quality, but even so, storylines. Some people do, voice actors and all sorts. It really is quite incredible, to be honest. And it's normally like a team of them putting it together, and they do it just for fun. But I don't see a problem if you made a sort of expansion paid for. If another company wants to go out of their way and make an expansion in terms of a mod for a game like Skyrim, and then wants to put a £5 charge on it or whatever, if it's if it's up to the same, obviously people will decide on the quality themselves. But you know, if it's a good enough quality, then you know, why not? I mean, Mountain Blade have done it. You know, they've got the Viking. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Viking something or other mod, basically. Although they've made it a sort of standalone thing, but it's basically just a mod for Mountain Blade Warband. And you know, that had some flaws in it, but it was effectively just a mod, and they released it and, you know, made money off it that way. I suppose sort of similar thing with Insurgency and such. But you know, that sort of thing I think is fine. I don't have a problem with that, as long as it was reasonably priced. I think personally, the Mountain Blade Vikings game was a little bit too overpriced. Insurgency, well, that's basically been free because, you know, in one of the Humble Bundles, I think you got 5 copies, 1 for you and 4 for other people. So, you know, a lot of people have got that game, and you can pick it up quite cheaply, really, if you shop around. And yeah, you know, they're the sort of things that do deserve this sort of monetization in rare circumstances. But PC Master Race, you know, whatever you want to call it, this is one of the main laws to PC gaming, the mods. You know, you can buy one game, and if it's very popular and there's a big community for it, you can be playing it for ages. You're never going to run it, not never, but you might never run out of content for you to play. You know, I could quite easily go back into Skyrim, find a few mods and go back into Skyrim and get, you know, another few hours out of it quite easily. And that's just where we're at the minute. I'm glad that Steam have pulled back on it. I thought they were making a mistake in the first place. I didn't like the fact that they were doing it, but I'm glad that they've shown some humility. You know, they've basically said, yeah, we got it wrong and we want to do things differently, or want to pull it back and rethink it. Hopefully they'll rethink it for the better. Obviously, you know, I don't have any say on that. No one's going to watch this video of any influence down at Steam or Valve HQ anyway. But that's my opinion on it. If you guys have conflicting opinion, if you think that, you know, it should be monetized and it was a good idea, put in the comments. You know, I'm happy to listen to other people's opinions on it that differ from mine. Or if you agree, you know, I think I've got a fairly balanced opinion on it, and hopefully, if it is implemented, it will be done correctly from now on. But luckily, they've pulled it back from Skyrim. I don't think it's going to go back into Skyrim at all. Maybe on the next Elder Scrolls game, who knows? Because they're obviously main targets for mods, and obviously they'll be utilising the Steam Workshop again. There you go. I mean, how does the Elder Scrolls Nexus or Skyrim Nexus work then when people are uploading their mods to that site? Surely if you wanted to make money, you'd only upload it to the Steam one, because that would be the only way you could earn the money. Something to think about. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you very much for putting up with me rambling, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.